Hey guys, and welcome back to another video here on Desolate Planet. As we saw in the last episode, our butt got handed to us on a royal scale. And we ended it off where I believe I had just died again. I actually haven't even patched up the wall there because of how often I've died. Now, I've gone back there about 3 times since then, just in order. The first couple of times was to try and get my stuff back. After that, it was essentially me getting my stuff and then attempting to get out. And during the one expedition, I made a run for it, and there was this like little trapped room. I don't have any footage of it, but I will show you guys it when we go back to what I'm going to now call the Foundry Zone, because it is in fact not the nuclear plant. So I'm gonna show you guys when we eventually go back there. I don't know if we'll be able to do this episode, but there was a trapped room, and it had one of the most valuable items. I think, when it comes to making our gear any better, it has the most valuable item it can ever have. It had a netherite block. Also had a block of cobalt right next to it, not in it. A few ingots inside of it, some gold, and that was about all that was worth taking, if I'm right. Now, this block of netherite is really weird because it just sits in a chest, and I don't know if there's any other ways. You can see here. So we are at this place. You can see here it has a. Oh, we even have a chance to get manilium. This is what I'm going to be trying to make now. So it does have a chance to even give us ingots and all that, but we got a block of netherite, a bunch of cobalt, some gold, like I said, nothing else really worthwhile taking. So I'm not really sure on what we're going to be able to use this for, but I'm very, very happy, to say the least. I do want to know if it is possible for us to maybe find a way to possibly get more of this for the freebie. Maybe there is. Debris nuggets, molten debris. Oh, wait a second. If I can somehow laser drill, combine a diamond dust and cobblestone, I might make this. Some diamond dust and a cobblestone gives us diamond ore, which when, what was it, smelted down, gives us both diamonds and debris. So we now have a way to actually even get more debris, which I didn't think was possible, which is really, really cool. Let me put this away here. I want to now empty out my inventory. Now that I've finally explained that I can actually properly empty out my inventory, which I'm very happy to be able to do. Finally, put that away. I do actually need to hold, that can go away. And that can go there. I actually need to hold on to this cobalt. I do wonder, do we have any more? Yeah, so you can see here we have a ton of this cobalt ore chunks, right? And one thing I learned that I'm going to automate in this episode is you can take these chunks and you can just toss them on here, and you can see they get crushed. And I don't know, I think it's perfect amount. Yeah, perfect. And bam, we now have ores. So I'm not too sure. If we do this, we get both cobalt and diamonds. But if I were to, okay, I can't crush it. Can't crush this one. What happens if I do crush it? What happens? Okay, something happened. It got deleted. Nice, okay. Well, don't do that then, I guess. So yeah, we have a bunch of cobalt or chunks, which, I mean, again, granted, if we put it into here, give us both diamond and cobalt, which is really, really cool. Right, so let's move on to making some better armor. Also, look at our armor. This is another really cool thing that I found out now when I log back on, is our armor, due to taking multiple hits constantly and constantly again, has been getting all these different modifiers. Freezing, thorns, leaping, ricochet, magnetic, speedy, haste, knockback, respiration, springy. So we jump higher and have a bunch of other things going on, which is really upsetting because I'm now going to have to get rid of all of that as I promptly make new and better armor. But on that note, let's get to it. So first off, this is what I was recommended to make, right? Was this hepatitis, because we don't have debris, which is honestly understandable. Hepatitis, I do want to know. Hold on, let's look here. So let's have a look here. So this gives us 7 and 2, and then if I look at manilium, what is this? 7 and 3. I mean, it's not that much better, to be fair. So we're gonna go with hep. We're going with the hep. So hep is copper, quartz, and cobalt. Lovely. So we're gonna chunk this, and we're gonna make a bunch more cobalt really quick. And then, as it said, we also need some quartz, which we have thankfully quite a bit of. So I'm going to simply do what I do best, and I'm just going to chuck all of this like this. No, I don't want to hold on to it. I want it to be... Oh, I have magnetism on my armor. Right, of course. That's annoying. Huh. I didn't consider how annoying that'll be for, like, situations like this. I mean, every other situation is completely fine. Right, I think I can put it back on. Lovely. I do wish I had a way to actually just get rid of everything else here, but I got rid of as much as I could. Either way, it's whatever. We'll do that much quartz. That should be fine. And then the other one was copper, which, no, give that back. No, don't send me to the stratosphere. Give me all of this. Essentially, I'm going to try and just get as much cobalt in here as possible. We're going for this, and it should have made a few. How much do you need? How much do you need? A gem, an ingot, and an ingot. Yeah, so make it. Why isn't it making it? Oh, because it can't be made in lava. We need blazing blood. Good thing that other area had a lot of blaze rods. I mean, blazers, not blaze rods. I think someone did tell me I have some more blaze rods somewhere here, but I'm just looking up, really. Blaze, number one, a bunch of blaze powder. Any blaze rods? No, sadly not. Okay, that's whatever. Let's chuck all of those in there because we need to get rid of them and get our blood on. And then let's find ourselves some buckets, which I think I store all of my buckets here. Essentially, I now need to take this. We only get 2 buckets of this, so we need to be careful with it. Can I drain this? Beautiful. So we do get to do some blooding up here. Let's give some more ingots. Let's give some more quartz. And I think what I need to actually do is I just need to get rid of all of the lava. How am I going to get rid of that? You know what? I'll just hold on to that for now, and we're just going to use up this. So one way to use it up is to make some more stuff. So that's what I'm going to have to do, I'm afraid. There's some more blazing blood. Okay, so we've drained out the blaze, the lava. Now we can put in the blaze blood, and bam, there we go. So we actually have quite a bit of it too. What do we need more of here? Let's see. We need more copper, funny enough. Perfect. I'm sadly gonna have to use so much more of our blaze blood here just to get rid of that copper, but a small price to pay, I suppose. Okay, 7 blocks is a decent amount. I think that should be plenty. I am going to also get the ingots. Right, I forgot we have this thing. Let's also do ingots. How many ingots is there? 8 ingots total, a few blocks. Wait, is it 8 ingots? Yeah. That's fine, that's fine. Wonderful. So another 8 of these. So we're gonna have 10 ingots and however many blocks that was. Yeah, that sounds about right. Wonderful. Bonk. Bonk. And how many more blocks is it? 4 more blocks. Sorry, 0 more blocks. 2 more ingots after this. And that should be enough for us to be able to make our upgraded tools, armor, weapons. Alright, so just like that, I've now gone and upgraded. Now, I haven't done the armor just yet, but we do have everything here that we need, including, obviously, the armor and all of our tools. Now, what I want to do is the next step in our evolution of equipment, right? We need an enchant, number 1. And number 2, we also need to work on getting some of our insulation back. Okay, so we have now leathered up our equipment so that it has all the protection that this did have. Now what we need to do is, as stated beforehand, we need to give these some extra things. So first off, what we can do is we can add some modifiers on Yeah, I think it is on here. Oh, here you go. Here's where you get to see them nicely. So we could add some modifiers, which is probably something I do want to try ahead and do. I do want to have a look at armor trims. Now, those look really nice. But anyway, there's quite a few of these that we should add. At the same time, given how our other armor worked and did it around the sense of we got beat up a lot and it just kind of auto upped the armor's strength, like all these other extra things, I might just leave it to do that. We just need to add some diamonds onto this so that it is extra durable. Because the last thing I want to have to do is worry about all of the different things that need to be added on, which is obviously going to be rather difficult. So because I'm not going to lie, coming across all this stuff is not going to be super easy. I really do not like the armor's like durability. It's rather low in my opinion, but it's whatever. We're going to dump this with the rest of our other equipment, and that's that. We are now out of the Bronze Age and into the Cobalt Hepatite Age, whatever this is called, which is really cool. Let's get on to the next step here, which is obviously enchantments. So one extra neat trick is you can also add an emerald to all of your gear to increase their what's it called, durability even more. So that's really, really cool. So all of our stuff now has insane amounts of durability, but as you can tell, it does need to get some of its little bonus things. Now, one thing I did notice is that if this is what we want to then consider our final piece of the puzzle, the last ever armor we're going to make, we can actually make these unbreakable. So the durability eventually won't matter. There is a way to do that. Where is it? Should be somewhere here. Possible I went past it. Either way, it requires a dragon's breath. And we did get some kind of scale, if I'm right. Now, I could be completely wrong. Maybe I imagined this. Worst part is I don't even remember what it was called. So I really can't say. There it is. We got a dragon scale, which, as you can see, is number one, we can make an elytra, which is really cool because I didn't notice that last time. But number two, we can make a dragon's breath, and we can duplicate the dragon scales with a phantom membrane. So, in other words, I need to start my chorus farm, and I need to start not sleeping so that I can get an infinite amount of dragon scales. So that is on the agenda along with everything else. Number one, we also need these. So now what I want to do is I want to make some paper, make some books, and start a library. In other words, how do you make a book again? One letter, beautiful, because I do not have much spare. Bam, and surrounded like that, and bam, 21 books only. We need so much more. This is when I wish I set up that sugarcane farm. Okay, so let's get back onto track now that I've spent quite a while setting that up. We have enough sugarcane, I'm hoping, to make enough books, to make enough bookcases, to make a good enchantment table area. But we don't have the leather. So that's where we hope this, oh, beautiful, beautifully done, has been going the right way for us this whole time, generating us plenty of rotten flesh. I actually do need to have a look at the haul that we've gotten from our mob farm. I definitely think a better way to ensure that we get all of the stuff only from the mob farm is to maybe light up the entirety of the outside area, but that'll take quite some time. Anyway, enough delaying. Let's wait for this. Okay, don't make the same mistake I did. Apparently, it's meant to be smoked, not cooked. So we have to put it in this one, otherwise it just vanishes into a big puff of smoke. Okay, so even with all of that, that paper that we did have, I mean, granted, it wasn't really a lot, and I mean, hey, that's at least finally working. So we only got 20, and again, like everything's so cram-packed into this one area, I really do want to do a makeover session of the base eventually, where I move and like properly space everything out. When I do that, I can make the infinite endstone, infinite redstone, not redstone, nether rack, infinite deep slates, infinite cobble, infinite gravel, infinite sand, all of that stuff more compact, more like more streamlined and neat looking. But until that time comes, I'm gonna put the little thing over here. We're just gonna do a nice little basic look. We're gonna go three out like that and one up like that. I don't really know how an enchantment table was meant to work anymore. I need lapis for this, so let me quickly go and grab that. Yeah, that should do fine, hopefully. And then I should be able to, yeah. So now I just need actual experience, which is where the next problem will come in. But at the same time, I believe I have a way around it. Using create, you can get these nuggets of experience by crushing down type of ores and stuff. So if I were to go and just crush down a crap ton of these, as you can see, they are worth quite the pretty amount of XP. So even now we have quite a lot, and again, this is just from crushing down ore, which is really good when we have so much that can be crushed down. So let's have a look at what we can get for our huh. I can't I can't enchant these things. Can I enchant these? I can't enchant these. They don't allow me to be in. Alright, well, we wasted our time a little bit, but that's fine. We do have an enchantment table now, which we'll never probably use. That's so upsetting. I thought we could enchant stuff. I never even bothered to look. I was so confident in my ability to enchant things. Where's my other food? I'm starting to lose. I need more food. We don't have any of the other food. Okay, that's really upsetting. So we have upgraded our armor, but we now need to increase its power, which is going to be a bit annoying to do, but it's going to be doable. So let's I think how are we going to improve its power really? We have to go and fight things. There is quite a lot of mobs on the outside of this wall, I suppose. So why not begin there? Eh. We'll make a small hole right here. Ow. Huh, well that worked out for us. What is going... I don't even know what is going on anymore. I just know that things have gone kaboom, and I'm not the biggest fan of it, and I'm out of food already, and I'm out of time. That's so upsetting. So we have better armor. We have an enchantment table that we'll never use, but I guess for now we are a bit more prepared. I mean, we survived so many explosions there, along with some arrows and some hits, so I'm more confident about it. So I'm going to actually have to leave it off here, though. Sadly. In the next episode, what I want you guys to vote in the comments down below. Let me know if you want me to optimize out the base or to work on getting some better tools. Maybe we can make some bullets or something or complete another quest line. All up to you guys. Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out. Cheerio.